Describe characters, Level D, Lesson 28. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to understand character traits, feelings, and motivations, link characters' actions and the sequence of events, explain relationships among major and minor characters, make inferences and use evidence to support understanding, write a response to a literary text that demonstrates understanding using text evidence. What you should know before doing this lesson. Characters are the people and animals in a story. Just like real people, characters have thoughts, feelings, and motivations. Characters in stories have reasons for what they do. Story details help readers make inferences about characters. Stories contain a sequence of events. Some awesome words to look at before we read. Trot. Say the word. Trot. Trot is a verb. It means to proceed at a pace faster than a walk. A synonym for trot is jog. Option. Say the word. Option. Option is a noun. It is a thing that is or may be chosen. A synonym for option is choice. Absorbed. Say the word. Absorbed. Absorbed is an adjective. It means having one's attention fully engaged. A synonym for absorbed is interested. Follow along and listen as I read. Brett's Adventure. Brett, the only dog on the sidewalk, felt excited and nervous. The two feelings were all mixed up inside her as she jogged several blocks from home. Nobody here knows who I am, she thought, and nobody at home knows where I am. Brett had enjoyed exploring the neighborhood. Now she wondered if she should trot onto a porch and wait for a person to notice her. The other option was to keep moving. But for what? Freedom started to feel lonely. Therefore, Brett decided to approach a house. She chose the 2-story red brick home with 6 steps up to the door. A cement landing outside the door had room for her to sit. She would use good manners and wait for a person to come to the door. It was getting to be time for people to come home from work and school. A car went by. Then a few more cars drove down the block, turning left or right or going straight at the corner. The flow of cars grew steady. Brett held her head high as if she owned the house where she waited. I look confident and friendly, she said to herself. Time passed. A car painted with flowers went past. Absorbed in the unusual sight, Brett didn't see the car parking in front of the fine brick home. What are you doing here, pup? Asked the lady who got out and walked toward the door. Are you lost? Lost? Thought Brett, as her body gave a little jump of surprise. Why, of course not. Free, that's all. Shh, said the lady. What a well-behaved girl you are. Let me read your tag. So you're Brett, are you? Brett's tail gave a little wag all on its own. Yes, I am, thought Brett. And could you call the phone number there on the tag, please? As if the lady could read her mind, she pulled out a phone and dialed the number. Learning about characters. Characters are the people and animals in a story. When you read, pay attention to what each character looks like, thinks, feels, does, and says. You can also learn about a character by noticing how other characters react to him or her. The characters and events in a story are closely related. How would you describe the main character, Brett? Look at the details about Brett. From these clues, you know that Brett is a female dog. Now, let's explore Brett's thoughts and feelings. How does she feel at the beginning? Look at the first two sentences. She feels excited and nervous. In the next two paragraphs, what has Brett been doing? Why is she doing it? How does she feel about what she is doing? Brett's own actions of exploring have caused her feelings to change. Now look at the third paragraph. Brett is beginning to feel unsure of herself. Brett's feelings and thoughts cause her to take action. These feelings and thoughts are her motivation. They are the reason for her actions. What events have happened since the beginning of the story? What actions has Brett taken? How are Brett's actions related to the events? Understand character traits. Most stories contain characters and their actions. A character trait describes what the character is like. For example, a character that stands up for a friend is brave, and one that tells the truth is honest. Think about what Brett looks like and how she acts. What word best describes her? Does Brett have an owner? How does Brett feel about people? Does Brett trust all people? Understand characters' thoughts and motivations. Characters in stories may be a lot like us, or they may be very different from us. A good way to understand characters is to identify their thoughts and feelings. You can try to imagine how their thoughts and feelings explain their actions. Brett is a dog who has been out exploring the neighborhood. She has been free and by herself, and she enjoyed that. However, now she is not enjoying her freedom as much. What do you think Brett is feeling here? Why did Brett decide to approach a house? Why did she decide to sit and use good manners? Brett's feelings of loneliness was her motivation for approaching a house. Look at paragraph 7 and 8. Think about the thoughts and feelings that might explain the lady's words and actions. What is her relationship to Brett? We can figure out she must be the homeowner. She does not know Brett and is probably wondering where this dog came from and why is it on her front porch. Link characters' actions and sequence of events. Characters' actions in a story contribute to the sequence of events. Think about the events from Brett's adventure. Brett is a dog that seems to be out for a walk. She begins to wonder where she is and if anyone knows where she is. She seems to be enjoying her freedom, but then starts to feel lonely. She chooses a friendly-looking house to sit in front of and tries to look friendly and confident herself. Time passes. A car pulls up to the house. A lady gets out of the car, wondering where this dog came from. She reads Brett's tag and dials the number on her phone. Time passes while Brett sits in front of a house. This passage of time brings the second character into the story, the lady who finds Brett. The characters' interactions contribute to the sequence of events. If we look at events from the story and analyze how they are related to moving the sequence of events along, we can link the characters' actions to the sequence of events. When this happened, what did Brett do? This is how Brett's action brings the lady into the story. When the lady gets home, her actions contribute to another important event in the story. What do you think will happen next? Complete the assignment related to the cause-effect chart. Directions. Write 2 sentences explaining what motivated the characters to take the actions that are listed on the chart. Explain what this reveals about the characters. You may want to pause the video here to complete the assignment. Let's review the concepts we talked about in this lesson. Understanding character traits, feelings, and motivations explain relationships between characters. Characters' actions affect the sequence of events. Use evidence to support understanding and make inferences. Awesome words we read today were trot, option, and absorbed. Show your teacher your hard work. Bring your completed paper to the next Zoom class or take a picture and upload it onto Canvas.